talk to you about how to win. See, I believe this, folks. I believe every piece of flesh that's ever been born now wants to be somebody at some point in their life. They were dreamers. They just had good feelings about them. They were just turned on about life. They looked at life as a bowl of cherries. They were just full of it. They just were excited. And then somewhere, unfortunately, along the way, the big bad world just gobbles them up and eats them up. And they developed an attitude that I can't take it anymore, that I can't win. I've just got to take it. Life's dealt me a bad hand. I just got to be average and ordinary. And they lose that big dream. They lose that love and thrill and excitement, about life. I believe all the men in the audience, I believe at one time in your life, your heroes were maybe football players. I mean, you see these football players on TV, and you say, man, I'd love to wear that uniform. I'd love to have 60,000 people stand up and cheering me on. I'd love to have my name in the newspapers. Everybody would love that, right? But see, in order to have that, to wear that uniform, to have that kind of success, you got to spend years out there, building your body, getting stronger, getting faster, paying the price, where most of the boys along the way, they tried, right? I mean, you have millions and millions and millions of kids start off playing little tot football, right? And then the more you demand, you go into junior high, then you go into B team, then you go to high school, then you go to college, and then you wind up having a small fraction of 1% of the people that make it to the pros, right? Well, see, that's the way it is in business. Everybody would love to have the great success of being a business leader in your community, making great wealth, living in a great house. Well, you might love it. Everybody loves it. Everybody wants that, right? But in order to get that, see, out there on Saturday afternoon before 60,000 people, folks, that ain't where you win the game. See, you win the game out there Monday through Friday, right? On the practice field. You win the game off season in that dadgum weight room, right? Well, it's the same thing. You don't get the big paychecks of this business. You don't get the big titles. You don't get the big trips to Hawaii and all that kind of stuff. You right? Right? You pay for that, right? You pay for that Monday through Friday out there, paying the price, prospecting, selling, recruit, right? What is the price of winning now? I'm not going to give an exclusive list, just a flavor. Number one is you got to sell something. Who wants to sell anything? Especially insurance, right? I mean, folks, do you understand now? And I've been a superstar, right? I hate sales. I hate prospecting. Anybody that tells you they love sales, you go question their dad. They're either lying to you, number one, or they're insane, number two. You understand that, right? Right? Anybody that tells you they like prospecting, folks, as successful as I've been, I mean, you got to admit, I'm a sort of a charismatic personality, right? But most people would like to have me in their dadgum home, just right? Right? Well, I mean, even today, as much as I got going for me, I can't just pick up a dadgum telephone and call a street directory. I can't. That scares me to death. My dadgum heart, right? I love coaching. I love coaching. I love the guaranteed salary. I loved meeting my nice, wonderful, friendly faces every day, at school. I love that. I hated sales. I hated living on commission, not knowing if I'm going to be able to feed my family. If this guy don't buy my family ain't going to eat. Man, the pressure of selling something, living on commission, prosper. Every time you ask somebody to let you come see them, you feel like you're infringing on their privacy, right? You go to a strange person's door, your dadgum knot comes to your throat, right? I never knew somebody give me the dadgum policy. It scared me to death the first time I asked somebody to give me the dadgum policies, right? How easy is it to ask for a dadgum check? Right? Right? I mean, rejection. You think that's fun? It's a numbers dadgum business. I mean, there's going to be a certain percentage of people say no, right? You go in there needing a dadgum sale, you're scared to death, trying to feed your dadgum family, you're excited, you make a presentation. After you get through, they look you in the eye and say, no, right? Everybody's going to take that, right? That's a price. It's easier to say, look, I mean, I'd like to be financially independent. I'd like to make a lot of money. I'd like to save a lot of money, but man, I'd rather give that up and just make a comfortable income as a coach, right? Then there's nothing wrong with that, right? But you can't have it both ways. The reason I'm in this business today is I wanted to have a $30,000 interest income, and that was going to cause me to accumulate $300,000, right? And at 10% interest, I'd give my $30,000. I couldn't do that, making my $10,700 a year, right? So I gave up something I loved, something I was secure at, to go out there and pay a price for a certain period of time, right? But the rewards were worth it to me. I mean, I wanted to be right? That's a price. Another price is saving money and living below your means. It's amazing to me. It just blows me away, folks, how people go out there and they want to go into sales. They want to go out there and try to build their own business, to take the chance and risk of going in business for yourselves. And the odds and the probability is, you know, that most people ain't going to make it, and yet you're going to do that. And then they have a goal of accumulating, let's say, $300,000 in 10 years of saving so much money, but they just can't stand it. Boy, I mean, folks, I was a millionaire before I bought my first new car. But see, people go out there and they sell themselves. I'm going to keep paying the price because I want to be wealthy. I want to be financially independent. But man, the first time they make a little money, they got to go buy a bigger house. They got to go buy a new car. And they get their butt in a crack, right, financially. Paying the price is saving money, not taking your eye off that goal. Just keep plugging. I mean, folks, I wanted to quit and go and get a good job 10 times every day, right? But every month, in spite of my fear, in spite of the rejections, in spite of the heartaches, I kept saving that $1,000 a month. Go get common sense and read that. I kept saving that $1,000 a month. And I kept saying, if I can just hang in as bad as it is right now, in 8 or 10 years, I'm going to be financially independent, wealthy, then I've got the rest of my life to enjoy that. And the rewards of winning, I've told you that the thing that kept me going is I wanted to be in a situation, I wanted to be financially independent where nobody would take their thumb and squeeze me. And folks, I mean, I had so many self-doubts. I had so many problems. So just imagine that People magazine article. That'd been pretty humiliating to me, right? I mean, that's cheesecake compared to what some of the crap they've done to me in the past, right? I mean, I've been humiliated. I've been things like you wouldn't believe, right? But see, the thing that kept me going is I wanted to be financially independent so nobody could put their thumb on me and squeeze me. Now, that's a pretty powerful goal. See, some of you don't have a big dream like that. And then I found out when I won that it's 1,000 times better than I thought it was. And I thought it was great, right? Well, see, that's the reason you pay the price. Because you can have rewards that you can't have any other way, right? And I want those rewards. I want to be a stud, right? Another price is you got to work hard. It's appalling to me. You know, I have people tell me all the time, said, "Art, man, everybody ought to own term, right?" And they should. You're stupid to own trash value insurance, right? Hey, well, everybody ain't going to buy from you, though. A lot of people stupid out there, right? They're going to say, "No, I don't want it. I'm going to keep my trash value program," right? I mean, how many people need extra income, right? Almost everybody, right? So you going home, you ought to hire everybody out there, right? Well, you ain't. Right? Hey, there's a lot of stupid people out there, right? They're going to go work at Amway and Shackley and Herbalife, right? Or not work, right? See, I have people tell me all the time, said, "Art, the products are so good, the opportunity's so good. I've got a gift of talking, and man, I've got a great personality. I'm a great salesman. I mean, I can take this and go make jillions, right?" But see, it ain't the gift of talking. It ain't the personality that makes it. It's working hard. It's intense. It's balls to the wall. Take no prisoners. Another key, paying the price, is not quitting. I mean, you're going to quit 1,000,000 times every day. 1,000,000 times every day. It's not quitting. See, I believe the number one reason people fail to win at A.O. Williams and in business in general is they always quit too soon. First 18 months, everything you touch turns to crap. Understand that, folks. Turns to crap, right? Hey, folks, 2 football teams, equal ability, 50 plays in each team. 97 or 98% of those plays don't work, right? You understand, every time you call a play, you know the odds are something like 97, 98% against most plays. You make a yard or two, lose a yard or two, offsides, fumble, drop a pass, overthrow a pass, right? 97, 98% of the time, right? You know 97, 98% of the time it ain't. But you know the teams that win, every time you call a play, they say, "This is going to be it. We're going to score a touchdown. We're going to knock them out. We're going to win." Same thing in business. See, you get up, you want everybody to buy, you want everybody to talk to you, you want everybody to come to work, you want all your recruits to make money, all your recruits to get promoted. Well, it don't matter what you want. In the real world, 95+% of the time, things ain't going to work out like you want it to, right? But the attitude you got, that next guy's going to be the key. That next sale is going to be it. This next guy's going to buy. This next recruit's going to be a Mike Sharp, right? That's the attitude you got to have, right? And see, it just takes a few things, see? But in order to get a few things, a few sales, a few recruits, all you got to have is a few, is you got to go every day, everybody you see, everybody you talk to, you got to go after them, right? And you can't quit. No matter how many disappointments you have every day, every week, every month, you got to keep showing up with the same enthusiasm, same excitement, same intensity for 8 to 10 years. You win over 4 quarters, right? It don't matter if you're heading to first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. It's what the scores in the game, right? But if your goal is to be financially independent, you're going to have most things ain't going to work right. But you got to show up for 4 quarters and 5.